Panoramica, where are we going?
Jaipur!
Jaipur?
Oh my god, she's cute.
Good morning, Mr. Oper.
Hello, good morning. I have not a time.
No time. Hurry up, quickly. We're leaving to Jaipur. Hey, what do you think? Your grandfather is with us, huh? Is it cool?
Very cool. He gave us so many presents and candies.
Hey, your daddy is here.
Yes, my daddy is here
Finally.
again. Finally.
He was here before, 3 years ago.
Yes.
He's actually already famous.
No, it didn't fit.
On the way.
Hey.
Check, mini check. So baby.
Now we are in Jaipur, the city of victory.
From the city of joy to the city of victory.
Yeah. Jai means victory and Pur is city, so Jaipur. The first thing we do today here in Jaipur with the whole family is we make a city palace tour. We will visit the city palace of Jaipur. For us it's a little special to see how the kings of Jaipur lived, because during this time of Aurangzeb, when all the Muslim invasions were in Vrindavan and the Devotees had to go from Vrindavan for protection reasons, the Jaipur king Jai Singh, he was very welcoming. He said, okay, then bring the deities here, and he provided the facilities. He was a Vaishnava king. And so we are very curious how the king lives, and we will take you with us. These are pure silver vessels. The king of Jaipur only wanted to have Ganga Jal. He wanted to have Ganga Jal for drinking, eating, for bathing also. But problem, Ganga is 350 kilometers away. So these vessels, pure silver, were used to bring the Ganga to him so he could use it. And he also went to the coronation ceremony from King Edward III to London, and also there he bought his own Ganga Jal in these vessels. Far out, oh. He has a Japamala in his hands. So this is the Blue Palace. Here in this Blue Palace, the royal family still to this day will celebrate Janmashtami every year. Our guide just told us, and there are the hooks. On the hooks, the swing will be hooked. And one wonderful thing is, when Govind Ji came here from Vrindavan, because Aurangzeb invaded Vrindavan, and the king of Jaipur said, okay, then bring the deities here, and everything got arranged. He arranged it in that way that when he stepped on his porch, he could see Govind Dev Ji Temple. So he arranged a temple so that he could have darshan exactly from his window. So when you look out here, you see, he could see at that time Govind Dev Ji Temple.
1200 steps are there, and that is tiger form.
You made a fence.
So this is Mirror Palace. Miran Palace.
Looks good here, Mamana. Wouldn't mind having this as your own room?
Here we are in Jantar Mantar. It's the place where the king was very educated, and he was also very interested in astronomy and astrology. And here he built a place with a lot of instruments where he could tell the time and where he could tell the place of the planets. So we just saw a watch where the shadow shows the time, the exact Jaipur time. And this, for example, when you look here at the end, then you can see the North Star, the polar star. So here is the exact place where every night you can see the Dhruva's planet, the North Star. So and there are many different instruments, and very special, we found a German tour guide. So
German tour guide.
My father can understand everything.
Bitte, lesen Sie da ist geschrieben Dhruva Darshak Pattika, Dhruva Tara, Dhruva Maharaj and Pole Star.
Pole Star.
Machen die Foto hier, da ist schon geschrieben. Ist scraps. Und? Du? Nein. Hier, da ist geschrieben Stier. This is the world biggest sundial on record in 1718 to 1734. Jaipur Maharaja Savai Jai Singh constructed. 30 meter is high, 24 meter one side for the 6 hours.
Okay, but meaning what's the time?
11:15.
Joy.
Jungfrau Ascendant.
Oh.
Jungfrau Ascendant, communication sehr good. Planen sehr good. Tanzen auch. Okay? Da haben wir schon gesehen, zwei. Schatten küsst es. Oben ist Nummer 0. Das ist 45, 50, 55.
Das ist ein
Ja, das ist wieder Indien. Indian Life.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Okay, we're going up to the tattoo cafe. He said they have good vegetarian food and have a nice view on the Wind Palace.
So here behind me you see the Wind Palace, the Palace of Winds. It is built in such a way that a lot of wind can blow through it and you get a cool breeze from inside. Also, I heard that it was a queen's palace, a lady's palace, so the ladies could sit behind the windows and watch the parades who were here on the streets or what's going on the street at all. But nobody could see inside. And, very interesting fact for us, I also heard the architecture. The shape of the building is the shape of the crown of Krishna. Like a
Radhe Radhe.
Hare Krishna.
It's the original palace. And here in this pond, where now the fountain is, it was not always a fountain. It was the place where the king and the queen celebrated Holi.
Holy Festival.
Holy Festival.
Holy Festival. Oh.
Many festivals.
Guten Morgen.
So here was the looking window of the queens. At that time, nobody should see the queens' faces, so they were always with a veil or with a curtain. And here they could observe all the festivals, all the Hindu festivals which took part. So they could look outside, but nobody can look inside.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
going?
For sunset. We're going
Sunset?
for sunset to Nahagar. Nahagar 4.
Naruga.
Nahagar. Yeah, it's high up the mountain.
What a beautiful view.
I'm really scared of this. Okay, I'm scared of heights. Are you? I'm tired.
Okay, hurry up, sunset point. You can catch it. Sun is almost gone, almost. Hans Video. Die Opi kommt mit drauf. Govind Dev Ji.
गोविंद जी
Huh? Constant stream of people coming in here to see Govind Dev Ji.
Here we are in front of Govind Dev Ji. When Aurangzeb attacked Vrindavan, the king of Jaipur offered protection, and Govind Dev Ji came here as a refugee and had a lot of facilities here. When you see the town here in Jaipur and when you see the forts up the hill, you can really imagine that the Jaipur king could protect from any kind of danger. So Govind Dev Ji came here, and the question is why he never went back to Vrindavan. Some people say when you visit Mangal Arati here in Jaipur, you know why they never went back to Vrindavan. Because people in Jaipur, devotees in Jaipur, Vaishnavas in Jaipur, they embraced Govinda. They loved Govinda so much. They worshipped Govinda with all his heart that he never wanted to leave anymore. They wanted to stay here. They wanted to reciprocate with their love. And that's why we're here, to see the mood. And of course, Govinda Ji.
Jai Govind Dev Ji.
Like,
She's also very eager to see Govind Dev Ji always. Devi. Want Susie? Ecstasy?
yeah, it was sweet. It was very, very sweet. Some ladies distributed some flowers. I could do some pushpanjali. It's very sweet.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah, beautiful sunrise spot in Jaipur.
It's called.
Jal Mahal.
Why is it underwater?
It was hard to find out. The best information I got that it was a hunting palace for the king, and then a dam was built, and then somehow this area got more flooded than during the time it was built.
Oh, look at this. It's gigantic.
So Devi, where are we? What are we doing here?
Now we are on the way to the Amber Fort. It was the first place of the king before the family of the kings moved to Jaipur in the city palace. And here we see now a stepwell. It's actually a water reservoir where they stored the rainwater so that they have the whole year their water. And some are very, very artistically. I think this one is a simple one, but it's the first one we see in our lives. So let's look.
A step well where you can go down the steps.
You can go. You can go. Can we go?
Das ist interessant, hä?
And you can see here in this little mountain village, every second house is a temple.
Here. There's something else on top. This is when Vaishnava rule the world. And you have this worship of Krishna.
Small baby, big one like
Come here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Go, Brahmana, Hare Hare Go.
Hare Hare Go.
Brahmana, what did you like the most?
The prison.
The prison, torture chamber and prison. And you, Padma?
I don't know. I liked everything a lot.
Very interesting, everything.
the big door
The big door, the
with
gates,
the old
old paintings.
painting. Yes, it's very nice.
That the architecture is a mix of Hindu and Muslim. I like that very much. So, and what did you like?
I mean, the overall impressiveness of this place, the buildings, the architecture, and that kings like started 300 years ago building all of this. You know, people lived here, literally lived here. Queens lived here and kings lived here, and they constructed all of this. It's impressive, you know. I mean, no one would do this nowadays, build something like that. It's very impressive to be here and see the place. You can imagine yourself for how it's like living here and how it was 300 years ago, and even in the Vedic times how it was that kings and queens and everything lived together in such a palace. And yeah, like Krishna also lived in a palace with queens and like that. It's very nice to see and be in such a place.
It's beautiful, huh?
Two gardens.
Gopinath Mandir. Radha Gopinath Mandir, if you saw our videos about the 7 temples in Vrindavan, it's the one with the 2 Radharanis, where Janaki Mata wasn't so happy with the small Radharani next to Krishna and let a new Radharani made. So they also shifted here to Jaipur, and I have to admit they're very, very beautiful. The temple is very, very beautiful here. Madhu Pandit gave his life and his soul for the worship of Radha Gopinath. And he was a very special personality. Come, I show you something. He made himself, or I don't know if he made himself, but he was wearing it. He was wearing a Tulsi hat and he was wearing a Tulsi jacket, so that he's always covered with the auspicious energy of Tulsi Maharani. And it was found with Gopinath when they installed the worship here in Jaipur. The jacket and the hat were found here also, and it's displayed. Radha Damodar. This deity was originally carved by Rupa Goswami and gifted to Jiva Goswami. And in Vrindavan, if you saw our 7 temples in Vrindavan video, the Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan is the one where Srila Prabhupada was staying.
जो कुछ भी दिया तूने तेरा लाख शुक्र दाता.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
I want to quickly tell you why the Pink City is called Pink City. It was the time of Prince Edward, son of Queen Victoria. He came to visit Jaipur, and the king of Jaipur wanted to make his city extra beautiful, and he wanted to paint his city in the color of hospitality, and decided that all the buildings of all Jaipur should be in the pink color. And since then, all buildings inside this old compound are painted pink. They still are. Here you can also see the old city walls. They are 6 meters high and 3 meters wide. They're kind of double walls, you can see. And it's all around, it was all around the old Jaipur city.
And they have a lot of gates.
And they also have a lot of gates where you can enter the city, of course. These are Lokanath Swami's deities.
Oh,
He was the spiritual master of Narottam Das, I think. Narottam Das. And in Vrindavan, it is the temple with, there's his samadhi is there, and Lokanath and Narottam's samadhi is there.
The one that we were in during the night?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Jaipur. Jaipur is the city of Radha Govinda, the city of Govinda Ji. If you visit Jaipur, don't miss out to come to Radha Govinda. He is the heart and soul of Jaipur, and if you don't feel the atmosphere of this temple, you miss an important part of, careful steps, you miss an important part of Jaipur. And if you still more inspired after Radha Govinda, you have to visit Radha Gopinath. This is also a very, very heartfelt atmosphere to hear the people of Jaipur singing for their Lord. You can visit palaces, you can visit forts, But don't miss out on Radha Govinda.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
How did you like Jaipur?
You
like Jaipur?
I like this bridge.
Yes? You like
I
the
love
castles?
the castles. Like there was one up the mountain. It went on like. But what I find this cool thing, the biggest cannon in the world.
You like that one?
It was gigantic. Yeah, look at that. I bet so.
Yes, it is all very nice.
What do you like you the most, Sudevi Dasi?
That I was with my father together in Jaipur.
Wow. Wow. Nice.